Okay, this is a continuation from the last video, and we have number 5 work problem from your textbook. 1 plus 1/3 plus 1/3 raised to the power 2 plus 1/3 raised to the power 3 plus 1/3 raised to the power 4 plus infinity. Okay, let's try to cut all of the redundancy now that you know how to recognize a series, and at the same time you know the steps. And I'm not going to write the steps down, but I'll just talk it as I work the steps through, okay? But I'm not going to write it on the note. Okay, so we find the fixed number. In this case, the fixed number is 1/3, okay? And then once we find the fixed number, we multiply 1/3 times the original series, all right? So I'll write this. S is the given series, which is the problem. 1 plus 1/3 plus 1/3 raised to the power 2 plus 1/3 raised to the power 3 plus 1/3 raised to the power of 4. Okay? So, and plus, of course, the 3 dots, which represents infinity. Okay? All right. Now, what we do, we multiply the fixed number times the original S. So we have 1/3 S, okay? And when we do that, the given S, so we're going to multiply 1/3 to the given S. So when we do that, we're going to have about the same thing, but the difference is that the 1/3 that we multiply to S will begin at 1. So we're going to multiply 1/3 times 1, which is 1/3. Then we're going to do the same thing, plus 1/3 square plus 1/3 to the third plus 1/3 to the fourth, and then plus infinity. Now, what's the difference between? It's almost the same, yes. But when we multiply 1/3 times 1, okay, it becomes 1/3, all right? When we multiply 1/3 times 1, it's right here, all right? So when we make the comparison, all right, when we make the comparison, we're going to subtract the difference, because this is good, because regular S is a whole, because, you know, when we make the comparison and subtract, if we don't have a number beside the variable, it's understood to be 1, okay? So let's go ahead and let's take the difference. After we have that, let's take the difference, minus. Okay? And it'll work out the same way, exactly the same way. That's what I like about this one. All right? So everything is multiplied by a negative. That means that these cancel. All right? So you'll have S minus 1/3 S equals to what's left over, 1 at the top, equals to 1. All right? And that's what you have. And it's very easy. And then we solve for S. All right? We solve for S. So S minus 1/3 S. All right? 1/3 S. This is understood to be 1S, okay? And 1S can be written as 3/3S, right? Minus 1/3 S, all right? You see that? S can be written as 1S, which is the number in front of the variable. If there's no number in front of the variable, it's understood to be S. And then we write 1 in terms of whatever the denominator is, 3/3S minus 1/3 S equals to 2 2/3 s equals to 1. All right? But we're not finished yet because we have to get rid of the 2/3 s. So we can do that by multiplying by its reciprocal on both sides. Multiply 3/2 on both sides of the equation. They cancel out. S equals to 3/2. And there you have it. Okay? So work the other problem, which is number, I believe, in your homework, number 6. Number 6 works the same way. Exactly the same way. So this is what's so good about with the fractions, because you know that there's going to be a repeat, right? So all the actual values will cancel if there's a repeat, okay? And then the ones that do not repeat are your ones and whatever the number at the end if it was a regular geometric series with numbers. So try these out, and if you have any problems, I'll be glad to cover what you're gonna review, or what we're gonna go forth in the next lesson. But in the next lesson after 9.6, I'll return to cover 9.7 and 9.8 quickly on that day, so that next week, which will be the last week, we'll do geometry. Okay, thank you very much for viewing this video, and you have a great day.